All right, y'all. Welcome back to BLVK Brilliance. I'm Vaneka, and as always, I'm sitting here with my brother in brilliance, Ram. Now, listen, if you've been tuning in, you know we aren't afraid to get into the thick of it. Today, we're talking about communication and relationships, but not just that be honest, keep it real type. We're breaking down what it means to actually be heard, to have real connection through words, and honestly, everything in between.
Facts. And in my organizing work, same thing. I learned fast. Some folks need the public shout out to feel valued. Others just need a quiet, hey, you made a difference at the end of the day. If I gave the wrong kind of encouragement, sometimes people felt unseen, even though I was trying my best. You gotta ask, how do you like to be seen? What makes you feel cared for? Words, gifts, time, acts, touch.
It's about getting specific. And sometimes, y'all, it's hard to even say what you need. People, especially men, but women too, can feel shame or get in their head like, I shouldn't need this. I don't want to be needy. But actually being vulnerable about what actually lands for you, that's grown talk. You got to work up the courage sometimes to say, hey, I don't need big things. I just need you to hold my hand, to check in, to put your phone down when I'm sharing. And you know it goes both ways. My love language, I'm big on affirmation. If you take a second to say, I see you working. I appreciate what you do. I'm fueled for a week. But if you just show up and, I don't know, buy me a gift or something, it's cool, but it doesn't hit the heart. And that's why Ram joked he doesn't care about birthdays. Gifts aren't his vibe. Knowing your own language and your partner's means less pointless frustration. And man, it just builds trust over time. I learned that in community, just like in relationships. That point about nonverbal cues is another one. Nobody's a mind reader, especially not men. That's not a dig, but really, if you're expecting your partner to get it from your attitude or silence, you're just setting yourself up for more miscommunication. You got to speak up with clarity, but you also got to listen for what they're really saying when they do open up.
Exactly. Mutual understanding. Are you saying what they actually can hear? Are you even listening for what they're not saying out loud? It's layered, but if you want your relationship to thrive, you got to do this work again and again. It's not one conversation, it's a practice.
Let's switch gears a bit. Every one of us brings baggage into how we communicate. Our families, our old relationships, even in the neighborhoods we grew up in, shape what feels normal. I can't tell you how many times I've seen young black men who grew up in houses where feelings were a war zone or the rule was silence. That stuff follows us. Some of y'all had what I say is law parents, others had open dialogue, and it hardwires your default response as adults.
Real talk. It took me a long time to realize my first response in tough talk was either to shut down or get defensive. I used to think if I admitted something hurt, I'd lose points. Like, pride had me boxed in, had me worried, showing my feelings would make me look weak. And plenty of us have seen relationships where communication was just yelling or getting physical. Like, you got to retrain yourself sometimes. It's not easy.
And in group sessions with black fathers, I've watched that transformation happen. Just taking one pause, having a moment to breathe, maybe asking for help, like a relationship translator, can be the difference between a blow-up and a breakthrough. Sometimes men need that coaching, a non-judgmental place to practice articulating love and frustration, so it doesn't come out as attack or withdrawal. Old habits aren't easy to break, but it's possible. You can learn to ask, is my way helping our team or just feeding my ego?
Yeah. And let's not act like insecurity and misaligned intentions don't sneak in either. If you're always trying to win, always on defense, it's not about love anymore. It's about ego. Like, there's a difference between arguing to solve the problem as a team or just arguing to be right. That one hit me in the chest when I first heard it. And sometimes you really do need a neutral party, counseling, a wise elder, somebody who can help you check your narrative and break out of those cycles. No shame in getting a little help.
Absolutely no shame. Sometimes counseling is just a safe zone to clarify what you're both really saying and to practice those tools. But like we said, you can't use counseling as a crutch forever. Eventually, you have to use those tools yourselves. And Ram, as we wrap up, I just want to remind folks if you grew up where anger, silence, or sarcasm was the norm, you can still choose a new path. Every conversation is a chance to rewire, one pause, one honest question at a time.
That's it, Vaneke. We're all out here trying to grow, not just as partners, but as people. If you're listening, don't be too hard on yourself if your old patterns jump out first. Just be intentional. Keep practicing. Keep learning each other's languages. And don't let pride stop you from getting better. That's real love. And that's real community.
Whoo, you preaching, brother. And with that, we're going to call it a night. Family, thank y'all for being part of this conversation. We'll keep digging deeper in future episodes, so make sure you subscribe, share, and keep talking with us. Ram, it's always a pleasure doing this work with you.
The honor's mine, Vaneke. Can't wait for what we build together next. Everybody out there, keep striving, keep loving, keep learning. Until next time, be brilliant. Good night, y'all.